Alright, we're back to round 4. We're up against Naga Tusaki, who plays White Weenie. White Weenie tokens. So I pulled up his deck list, and it was a tokens list. That's his tokens list. And Selfless Kazar is certainly a White Weenie tokens card. So we're up against tokens. Hopefully we will end up drawing Fade Away. I certainly don't want to block and lose a Delver for 1 point of life. If this flips, is it even worth Spellsetter Sprite? So clearly not going to ninjutsu anything here. So my option is hold up Spellsetter Sprite or Ponder Preordain. I want to Ponder and Preordain here. And there's Fade Away, that's what I want. So we'll go Island, Fade Away, Delver. Now we will draw the Delver, and we will flip both Delvers next turn. Let's for 16 here. We get to swing and hit our opponent for 14. There's some flyers here. Alright, Soul Warden. Now we have questions here. We can either hit for 6 or we can hit for 5 and ninjutsu in a ninja, draw a card, which should be an island, and then replay the Delver. I think I'd rather hit for 6 and play a Spiral Golem. So it's effectively hitting for 5 because the opponent will gain your life off of the Spiral Golem entering play. Alright, so I will assume our opponent has a +2/+2 effect, and I will block. So I'm not going to be blocking the 2/2. So it doesn't really matter which card I block if he gives +2/+2. So I might as well block the card that's more likely to aid him in killing me as opposed to aid him in surviving. So we're at 9. He's at 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I want a ninjutsu and a ninja for the Spire Golem, and replay the Spire Golem here. Our opponent will gain a life, but we will draw a card. Typically that's a good trade-off. Our opponent actually gains 2 life, so that might have changed things a bit. Alright, so we're at 9, and we have a blocker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we cannot exactly kill our opponent here. We got our 2. And our opponent had, oh, he sacked the Selfless Gazelle. We probably could have played around that by blocking differently. It was clearly a mistake on my part. Alright, so against this matchup, Fadeaway definitely seems decent. As does Dispel. I don't think I really care for anything else here. Definitely like Echoing Truth. Can bounce a lot of tokens. So we'll just take out Ponder and Preordain and click Submit. Alright, 4 fadeaways against the token deck. Hopefully that will really help us for game 2 and game 3. A 7 card hand with no land will not help us. So I guess we'll keep with 1 land. And hopefully the silver will either flip or we will just show a land. Because we are very close to just going 2 and 2, which will suck. Alright, Javelier means I really hope that will just flips. Treasure Cruise, alright, that means silver will flip. Alright, so it's a 7-turn clock, so nothing very impressive against a tokens pump deck. Alright, so we both missed our turn 2 land drop, but we get land drop here. The question is, do we want to ninjutsu and a ninja? Because he has 2 Javeliers, I think we do. Either way, you could kill a creature. At least this way we have to draw a card. Let's try Fadeaway here. We have no creatures, use 2. That worked out well. Oh, 2 for 1. And we lose a life, which is clearly unfortunate. I don't want him to get a bunch of other hawks, so I'll just counter that. Might as well block. I have no idea what our next card's going to be, so it was an island, so we would not have flipped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, so we cannot treasure cruise here. Alright, that we can spell setter. And get a little advantage here. best is probably a ninja. He's trying to pull some tricks here. We might as well spell stutter that as well. Play a Delver, which will let our opponent know that we do not have any counters up, but we do have a decent board position. Our opponent has, I'm assuming, just Pump in hand. He has 3 planes open, but cast no spells. Really indicates you want a realist card? No, but we'll still end up playing it. Swing for 3. Your opponent to 11. Play a Golem for 2. This game is looking very good. I'm very confident about this game. Island, do we want to reveal island? No, we do not. Yeah, we can still lose this game though. I'd rather draw 3 than represent a counter that we don't have. Alright, raise the alarm will gain our opponent 2 life. Fade away. Alright, we will reveal that and flip Delver. Draw Fade away, Island, Bone Splitter. Actually, I want to brainstorm right here. Maybe we'll hit a ninja. Fade away, Treasure Cruise. And now my opponent played nothing earlier at a point, so I'm assuming during their next turn they will be casting a plus. Alright, opponent scoops. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was exactly so. So we're going to game 3. So game 3 is going to be dependent on whether or not we win prizes. We win 6 packs. Alright, so 6 packs if we win this game. The only question here is whether or not I want to bring in the Stormbound Geist to fight against the Flyers like... I do not. The Flyers, we know he runs the Hawks, but so what would I take out? Alright, obviously we're going to mulligan in a one hand. Clearly not an ideal hand, but not one we can exactly send back because it has lands and spells. And alright, we got a Delver. Probably the best draw we could have gotten at the time. Alright, I don't want to block really. Nice, we get to hold up counterspell. Or we can ninja to a ninja. I'm interested in getting in a ninja and drawing cards actually. Not sure if this is actually the correct answer because it's 3 life. But it draws us 3 cards, so. Or it draws us 1 card. So we're basically giving our opponent a reverse lightning bolt or a healing salve. So our opponent may flash in some tokens here and we can counter those. This is turn 3, so we'll just play the Delver. Our opponent will gain some life. And we're at 16, our opponent's at 26. And we'll hold up Spell Setter Strike. Our opponent will gain 6 life if that spell resolves, so we don't want that to resolve even though we do have 2 fadeaways. And we'll just go to 13 unless our opponent has a +2/+2, in which case we'll be kind of screwed. Alright, he doesn't. Counterspell, flips, the Delver. We can swing for a decent amount here, swing for 5, but our opponent is at 26, so makes things far more problematic. We could let that resolve. Our opponent gains 6 life and then get a hit us for 5, or we could let it resolve. Our opponent gains 6 life and then Echoing Truth both of them, but I just want to counter right now. And how about we will Echoing Truth the Soul Wardens here. So we only take 1. Alright, he plays 1 Soul Warden, and he's thinking about the other one, which makes me think he has, even in the 4 cards in hand, maybe another Razor Arm. We can't even counter this last Razor Arm, so let's just attack. Well, he knows about Fade Away. Since he knows about Fade Away, I might as well play this, which will make him play a Pump spell if he wants one of his creatures here to live. Alright, now he probably has we know one of the cards in his hand is Soul Warden. Another's probably a +2/+2 instant. Alright, he's playing the Soul Warden. Gonna gain some life here. Go up to 21. Play another Soul Sister here. Alright, multiple ways we can play this. We can either just attack with everything, or we can throw out some fadeaways. I like the attack with everything plan because I'm an aggressive person. So let's attack with everything here. Maybe a ninja will hit and draw some cards. Alright, no blocks. Yeah, draw. Draw. Alright, so our opponent has 3 creatures, but only 1 open mana. Alright, so now we can either fade away here, or we can ponder, hold up Spellsetter Sprite. I want to ponder and hold up Spellsetter Sprite. I don't think this matters too much. Alright, we went 3-1, so we made 6 packs. So I'm pretty happy. I definitely think Delver's obviously a strong list. It's been around for a very long time, and it still continues to do well. And our only loss was to Delver Fiend, which had to draw certain cards and drew exactly what it needed. So Delver's still a very strong list to be running. So I hope you enjoyed this video series, and I hope you saw the power of Delver. And feel free to give this list a shot, or some of your own variation of this list, because there are a decent amount of variations of Delver. They tend to be within about 6 cards of each other. So thank you for watching.